Hello world, welcome back to the Razor RC, and we are done with the build on the Team Associated B74.2 four-wheel drive electric 1/10 scale race buggy from the biggest name in racing, Team Associated. Just want to talk about the build real quick, and then we're going to take it to the track and see how it actually performed. So yeah, first off, build was awesome, amazing, probably one of the best Team Associated builds I've ever done. They do seem like they keep raising the bar on their builds, their kits. They just seem to get better and better every year, so it was really nice to get that. There's no errata or anything, so everything went together pretty smoothly. A couple of quick tips. First off, on the diff spacing, so there are shims in the diffs. On the front, I actually ended up running it as loose as possible, so both shims on the diff cup side. So out of the box, it says to put one shim on each side. I think you can run it a little bit loose, get you a little bit freer diff. On the rear, I am just running it straight in the middle, no issues there, so you can just run kit suggested diff spacing, and I think that will be perfect. But yeah, everything went together great. Took about, I think about 7 hours for everything you see here, and then another hour to do the paint. Kind of went with a little bit of a different paint scheme. I'm calling this like House Targaryen. I've been watching House of the Dragon lately, and you know, obviously my race colors are red, black, and white, and so I went with that theme, but kind of went with this kind of like dragon skin, dragon scale looking shape, color shifting paint job. It kind of goes from like metallic red into black and then some highlights and stuff. So I really like how that came out. Also, of course, running my Gens Ace Redline batteries and the Wits Racing bearings, ceramic throughout. Makes it super free. I will have a discount code in the description below where you can get 20% off that. But yeah, everything is all set to go. Running a 13.5 turn Actinium V4 Team Powers motor, running my Hobbywing XR10 V4 stock spec ESC, and then my Savox 1267 SG serial. I'll put links in the description below if you want to pick those things up, or this kit. It does help support the channel at no cost to you, so it does help out. But anyways, yeah, let's take this out to the track and see how it actually drives. Okay, so there's some running footage of the Team Associated B74.2. I ran about 5 or 6 packs through the buggy over the course of a couple hours, and yeah, had a lot of fun. I just want to share my thoughts now on how it actually drove. First off, usually when you're driving a buggy for the first time, you're really working on just some basic setup things. So figuring out the right tires, setting the slipper clutch correctly, getting the right height right, getting your gearing right, messing around with the electronics, the brakes, all that kind of stuff, just to get it to drive normally. So I did spend some time on that. Even with that, I would say the kit setup, not as good as the B74.1 out of the box. It was a little bit difficult to drive. I would say the buggy overall is set up pretty soft. Like, I would say it almost feels more like a dirt track setup than a carpet setup. So you will have to do some adjustments, some tuning, that kind of thing. The main thing I did was actually going up in spring rate front rear. So I'm running the orange fronts and the yellow rears. That did help quite a bit. So overall, you know, out of the box, it just rolls a ton. It feels really soft. Chassis slaps a fair amount, all that kind of stuff. So I think there's still some shock tuning to be done. I will probably mess with shock oils, probably going up in weight. I think that will help because it does still chassis slap a fair amount. Also just rolls a lot in general, especially from the rear. So we'll be messing around with some setup changes there. I also ended up actually driving my TLR22 X4 just at the end, just to make sure I was feeling the buggy right, and kind of also getting a baseline for what I'm used to make sure, you know, what I was feeling is actually different. And yeah, I would say still the TLR22 X4, which I've had for, you know, a couple of years, and have developed the setup on that quite a bit. It drives really, really well, and I think you'll see that it actually drives a little bit better than the B74.2 does right now. But the B74.2 obviously is a brand new buggy. It will require some setup work to get a little bit better. Yeah, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video and check out this running footage, and don't forget to hit this like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.